Hi YouTubers, this is Gil again. Well, anyway, now for this video, I'm gonna talk about depression and anxiety, like what I've been going through, so I still get those, and so I tell you, like I've been through a storm of anxiety and depression in the last 2 weeks. I tell you, man, I've been having the craziest storms. Cause I just know, I tell you, man, like right now I feel perfect, because all along I already knew that it was anxiety, and stuff. So like, especially on Monday, for some reason Monday seems to hit me the hardest for whatever strange reason. I just know that I had some serious anxiety, like I was getting all kinds of symptoms of, like I was getting all panicky because I feel like I was getting symptoms of the COVID-19 and stuff. We always are thinking things like that, but, right now I feel perfectly fine right now. But I mean, I tell you, man, like all the things that I feel on myself, like, well, because you figure the job, like, well, my job, they're all requiring us to wear masks now, right? So I have the mask on, and then it's like I feel as if I'm getting all high in there, because like, well, I mean, I just know that I'm feeling lightheadedness, like I always do with anxiety and stuff. And then it's like I feel like it's like for some reason I would feel like I'm having like what do we call that, a temperature, I feel like I have fever and stuff and everything, and then I feel like my face is getting all red and stuff, I'm getting that all the time with anxiety, and then I feel like I'm sweating and stuff, and then I feel like, and then it gets me all like anxiety, because I'm thinking that maybe did I get the coronavirus or something, I wonder. Always making me think, and then it's like I'm all like, and then I figure that one of the reasons why I'm getting all sweaty and stuff, well, I mean, it's like the job, like sometimes I work kind of physical, and I do get sweaty sometimes, and then but then again, I think, well, because of the mask, since I have the mask on all the time, I'm breathing through it, and then of course the air is gonna go out like this way, and then the way it feels, like I'm breathing in like my own breath, like it's like carbon dioxide, and that's gonna make me feel like nauseated, it's sort of, but I don't know. I mean that's a theory of what could be a factor of what's causing me to feel like a part of it, like, because like I'm not used to a mask, like, because, and then it's like, and then of course the depression, I'm having lots of depression and stuff because of this, in all honesty, because of this pandemic, they're making me think, you figure, like, I was watching some of these movies, there's 2 movies that I watched in the last few days or in the last couple weeks. It's these disaster movies. It was called, one of them was 2012, which I liked. I like that movie, like where the world is kind of basically ending, like, and then, well, like what they predicted back in the time, And then another movie that I just saw yesterday called Deep Impact, where like a comet where it was gonna crash onto the Earth, ending the world basically. It was gonna end the world, but at the end of the movie, the the astronauts, they sacrificed their life to blow up the meteor or the comet with the 4 nukes that they had on their ship, and they just decided to crash into the comet and exploding it. Well, anyway, that movie is pretty cool though. I like that movie. But anyway, it was like kind of like talking about the end of the world, where everybody was getting like panicky. All of that, all of those movies, it was like it was kind of like bring like for making it worse a little bit, like my depression. Well, it's not like so much that, I don't know, it's just weird, you know, because it makes me think it's a reality. It makes me feel like it's a reality that the world could end, and in reality, not through a pandemic, but the world could end at any time, you know, like through something like that, man. That's the thing, and that's like something that was making me feel depressed and stuff. But I mean, I don't feel. I mean, these depression and anxiety things, it gets quite annoying for me. You know, I get annoyed by this. You know, because I already know that it's just depression and anxiety. It's not. And then when I have the depression and stuff, I feel like my body doesn't feel normal. Like, I mean, although I don't have low energy or anything, but I mean, I feel like my mind is numbing out. Like, I feel like my face is numbing. I get that all the time with anxiety. My face numbing up, and then my blood pressure going high, really high, and it's like I feel like my body is throbbing. You know, my chest is throbbing and stuff. I tell you, I mean, and I feel like my face is red all the time. I feel that all the time, you know, like, and then I feel like I'm losing. I mean, the most common thing I'm always getting is like feeling like I'm losing consciousness, or like I feel like I'm blacking out, you know, like I'm blacking out all the time. And then anytime when I'm feeling that, it makes it even more worse, you know, like I have anxiety because I'm always worried about myself, my health, and then I'm afraid, you know, I'm afraid of getting sick, you know. I mean, it's just me. That's how I feel, and I mean, when I'm having anxiety about sickness and stuff, it's like it makes it worse. It's like my body reacts badly to it, you know, and then while it's causing me to be short of breath and stuff, you know, like I feel like that's another thing. I was feeling short of breath, like I'm gasping for air, and then I'm wondering, okay, isn't that a symptom of COVID-19 there? Isn't that? So, well, but I'm not coughing or anything, but so, and I kind of figure about anxiety, whenever we're feeling these symptoms, and we're nervous and we're scared, that's anxiety. That's anxiety. But if we're feeling those symptoms, but we're not scared, then there's something wrong. There's something truly wrong with you, you know. But I don't know. But that's me, though. There's something wrong with the body or the health, you know. But anyway, well, right now I feel perfectly fine. So, I mean, this anxiety loves to play. You know, it loves to play around, you know, I tell you. So that's my little story about my anxiety and depression, you know. But like getting all depressed and stuff, and because of wondering about the pandemic, you know, like, well, it's funny because I'm getting all depressed because I'm feeling like as if it's the end of the world, you know, like it's making me feel like it's the end of the world, you know. But I don't know. I mean, that's just how I describe how I feel. But right now, I mean, I feel fine right now, and right now, I mean, it's like I'm not scared of this end of the world thing, you know, whatever. I mean, it's just anxiety that I'm going through, you know, like all this anxiety. I mean, but you know, to me, I mean, this pandemic that's going on, I mean, it seems like everything's okay. I mean, from the way it looks to me. The way it looks to me, I feel like everything will turn out okay. But although it may not be quick to go back to normal, but everything will be okay. I mean, as far as I would know. I mean, but we did have to be take caution about life. You know, just have to like abide by the rules of the quarantine and stuff, and not because of the law, but because of for the safety, for our safety, you know. So, but for me, I mean, I can handle it pretty decently well because I'm kind of like on the introverted side. So yeah, I mean, I'm good, you know. So, but anyway, so yeah, and that's it. Well, like I said, the anxiety thing, like some of the most common things that I feel about anxiety, the most common thing is like kind of like lightheadedness. I mean, that's, and then of course my face seems to get red, and I feel like the blood pressure is throbbing. I feel like my chest, I feel like I'm having a heart attack, you know. I tell you, I mean, all the time, you know. I feel like I'm having a health problem. I always feel like I'm having a massive health problem, you know, or a fever. I always feel like I'm having a fever, and then I feel also like sometimes I feel pricklies on my skin. It's like if I'm having pins and needles. So, and my feet is I have a problem with my feet and my hand. Well, my hands and my feet tend to feel numb all the time. That's another thing. Numbness on my hands and my feet. That's another thing that I very commonly feel. But I think it's my age. I'm almost 50 years old, you know. So, of course, I'm going to get aches and pains, you know, because I'm 50 years old. So, I mean, it's kind of normal for a 50-year-old to get aches and pains, you know, 49-year-old guy like myself. I mean, I have aches and pain, and then of course my job, I do a lot of lifting in my job, and then like on some nights when I'm sleeping, my back is aching, or I'm feeling pain right here, like on my chest, or like on my chest, you know, or my shoulders. I feel pain on this shoulder, the right one, not the left one, but the right one. I feel pain and aches, and then I'm wondering, okay, is that a heart attack or something? Oh shit, man, I'm getting all scared and I'm getting all worried, and then I realize it's because of all the lifting I do in my job. I mean, of course, my body's gonna get tired from that. I do a lot of lifting in my job, so of course that's where all the aches is at, you know. At my job, you know, I lift a lot. And so I was getting all anxiety because of feeling pain because I thought I'm having a heart attack or something, you know, all the time, man, I tell you. And sometimes I occasionally may feel pain right here. It's like sometimes I feel aches, and then I'm wondering, okay, is there a tumor in my brain or something? Shit, man, I'm getting all scared and anxiety. I'm having a storm in my mind there, you know, because I feel like pain. And then I realize it's because my glasses, you know, the glasses that I wear at my job sometimes, you know, because I need reading glasses. And then the frame, it hurts the frame, it hurts my ear there, or hurts this area, and then that's where the pain is from, because of the frame of the glasses. Shit. It gives me a storm of anxiety there, you know. It's like when I feel pain, I feel like maybe is there a tumor in my brain or something. Shit. Right now, I feel perfectly fine. Right now, I don't even have any issues with energy or anything. Not like before. I mean, I used to have, like, back 3 years ago on my depression video, when I first emerged with depression, you know, like that's about 3 years ago when I first started having that depression problem, losing appetite and stuff and everything. And so, you know, I had a really serious case of low energy, you know. 3 years ago, I had a really serious case of low energy from depression, you know. Depression will make me feel low energy. But I mean, and then I was getting a little concerned, you know, about that back then, because I was wondering why was I always feeling tired all the time, man? It was like feeling tired all the time, you know, back then, you know. But I mean, like even though I slept for like 12 hours or something, and then when I would get up, I still feel like tired, you know. So that's when I said, you know what? I have to make myself get out and do something, man. Get out and ride the bike, or I have to make myself. That's when I decided I have to do that, because this is not normal, man. Like, this was 3 years ago. I mean, when I had a really bad case of depression, you know, like I was feeling so low energy, like totally low and totally like ugly. It was just an ugly feeling, like ugly feeling of sadness or like boredom, or a really ugly feeling, you know, like I tell you, I mean, it's like being in bed all the time. Being in bed all the time, and then when I get up, I'm still tired, you know, like, shit, damn, man. Like, okay, I mean, so that's when I said, I gotta make myself get up, man. Gotta get up and do something. I mean, get up and exercise. That's when I made myself. And then about this anxiety thing, the anxiety that I'm still getting, you know, I mean, I already know that it's anxiety, so I actually do just take a deep breath, and it does seem to help there. I mean, taking deep breaths, big breaths, it does seem to help. Maybe because like the body's not getting enough oxygen or something, and maybe because I'm so short of breath because of so much anxiety, you know. So yeah, and then when we're not getting enough oxygen, that's gonna make us feel like lightheadedness, you know. That's the way I think, you know. Well, anyway, but I hope you liked this video about my anxiety and depression talk. So yeah. So right now I'm taking the pandemic okay, so I'm fine, you know, at the moment. This is April 11th, 2020, and that's it.